When it comes to pumping your bike tires, especially in transition in a triathlon race, what is going to be the better choice? Is it going to be the old-fashioned hand pump or the newfangled electric mini compressor? Well, stay right here because I'm going to bring you some really great information on how to make your transitions better and get your tires pumped up efficiently. What I've created for you here is a typical sprint triathlon transition area. If you look, you have approximately a foot in between each bike on the transition rack where you have to set up all of your product, your swim, your bike, your run, all in between the two bikes, along with, since the post-Boston bombing era, you have to store your transition bag in your transition area. You literally only have from the front of your bike tire to the back of your bike tire to store everything you need to do. The next section over is for the next racer. So when it comes to pumping your bike tires, if you've ever been on a triathlon, you will know that it's a very hectic thing in the morning, getting set up, getting transition set up, and getting your bike tires pumped up, where you're trying to get your typical bike pump, and you've got your neighbor right here where Mojo is, and you're trying to get your bike pumped up before the race. One of the most important things about having a hand pump versus an electric pump in transition would be how fast it would fill your bike tire. Now we're going to test this on a trainer, a wheel-on trainer. This is a Kicker Snap. We're going to test how long it takes for this pump to get the tire up to 100 pounds exactly, and how long it's going to take for the hand pump to get that up to 100 pounds exactly. So what we're going to do is we're going to let all the air out of the tire. It's extremely important on a trainer to have exactly 100 pounds of tire pressure because it is using the resistance between the roller and the tire to get the exact power that you're using to do uphills, downhills, flats, that type of thing. Let's see how long it takes for the NEWO pump to get up to 100 pounds. First we'll put it on the tire. This has got the Pesta valve adapter already on board. Get that nice and tight. So there's no air leaks, and go. Yep, 1 minute and 25 seconds. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to hook up the hand pump to the trainer. I've already let the air out of the tire. We're going to hook up the pump, and we're going to see how long it takes to pump the tire up to 100 pounds. It took 30 seconds to pump it up, but let's see, I'm a little winded, which is not a good thing to have before a race. And we'll see how precise it is by putting this unit on where it's zeroed out on the pressure. It's a little over. It went 10 pounds over on the hand pump. So we're actually 10% over on our pressure, which will change how the bike handles on the road and how it works on the trainer. So you're all tight. It's very difficult to get into space. And you sit there and you pump and you pump and you pump, trying to get your tires up to the right pressure. And then you have to take this pump and add it to your storage area, which means you either have to stick it in between and get it somewhere back there, or walk all the way around the rack, come back and get your bike pump set up in a way that's very inconvenient and in the way. On the flip side, you can take your mini hand pump, get your tires pumped up to your proper pressure, and it stores nicely in your bag. Stick it down in between your shoes. It's not in the way at all. Let's go ahead and open up this pump and see what we got. It's sealed really nicely. Open it up. So this is the first time opening this pump. Let's see what we got here. It says it comes with power source and everything in there. Open it up, get your instructions right there. User manual, nicely wrapped. Looks like that's an extra power supply for it with a light on it. It's not charged, so I'll charge that up before we use it. The pump itself, it does say it came in the color blue. Scratch piece right here. Scratch. Looks like that's where our hose is out there. Right there. Nicely packaged. Got a little container of goodies. giddy up and see what we get. The next consideration we have when it comes to transition is the weight of the pump. Turn on our scale here, and while that's coming on, if you're getting value from this video, drop down below, hit subscribe, and help the channel grow by leaving a comment of what pump you actually use. Now, back to the weight. This pump right here is a little bit weighty, I think, and we'll take and put it on their scale, and it looks like it's coming in at 13 ounces. Add in the extension module, and we're gonna come in at 1 pound, 3.8 ounces. Not too bad. Now, our hand pump, we're gonna drop it on the scale right now, and it comes in at 2 pounds, 13.4 ounces. So if I'm gonna be carrying something into transition, out of transition, I'm gonna definitely wanna carry my NEWO pump. When it comes to the operation of this pump, it's very simple to use. You've got the main body of the pump, and you've got the extension module right here. We'll talk about that in a minute. But when it comes to the main body of the pump, you have the light right here, you have the port that holds the tube that fills the tire, where you just tighten that in right there, and that will get your tube ready to go. It does have a warning that this gets hot as the unit is used, and trust me, it actually will get hot. Now, it comes from the factory setup with the Schrader valve setup. I have the Pesta valve setup right here that comes with the kit, and it installs very, very easily, just like that, and it's ready to go on a bike tire. When it comes to the operation of the pump, you have an LED screen, a power button, plus and minus button, a light on and off, and a function button. First, you have to turn on the unit. You hold down the center button for 3 seconds, and the unit comes on. LED comes on, shows that it's set up for a bike at 73.5 pounds per square inch PSI. The light, very easy to use, got the light button. Push the button, hold it down, and the light comes on. Very nice little bright light, you see right there. It does a good job. Hold the button, and off it goes. When it's time to adjust the tire pressure that you want to use, it's got an up and down button. You go up half-pound increments or down half-pound increments. Or if you need to change it where you want to take from, say, one bike to another. My wife uses 74 pounds. I use 90 pounds. You can hold the pressure, and it will take you up very quickly to the pressure you want it to be. Now, if you want the pump to come on, you just hit the center button, and the pump comes on. The top lights right here, those are your tire pressure that you have on at this time. We're hooked to nothing, so we have 0. When it comes to the function buttons, if you touch the button quickly one time, you'll see where it changes to sports ball and drops to 8 pounds per square inch. Or it has a custom mode that's 100 pounds per square inch. You can go up and down. That would be for like if you're going for a car tire or something of that nature. And then back to bike. Now, it has the ability to do bar. You hold the button down, and it switches to bar, and then hold the button down, and it switches back. That's the operation of the actual pump. Very, very simple to use. It also comes with this. This is a fun little piece. It's an extension module. What that is an additional battery, and it hooks onto the bottom. You line this up, turn it, boom, it's connected. You see the little light come on. Extension module is on. This almost doubles the battery capacity of the pump. The other thing that's nice about this extension module is it's its own built-in flashlight. It comes with it. You hold the button on, you'll see the unit turn on right there. And you can hold it on, and it'll turn your flashlight on the first level, second level, third level, or a flashing unit. And what's nice about this unit is 3, and this bright light will light up my whole backyard. It comes in very handy in transition. And that is the operation, the NEWO pump by Cool Gadgets. When it comes to the Cool Gadget mini handheld compressor, I like this thing. I've used it for about 2 weeks. I'm going to give this pump right here a recommended valuation on my recommendation scale. Now, that's not the question of the day though. The question of the day is, will I replace my hand pump with the mini compressor? We found out that the hand pump is a faster method of filling your tires, but it is awkward, it is heavy, it is hard to store in transition, and it is not very accurate. So when it comes to my recommendation, whether it's going to be a hand pump or the NEWO pump, I'm gonna say highly recommended to the NEWO pump. It will be going to my next triathlon race. This is Coach John. Boom, I'm out.